In the Factor follow-up segment tonight, on top of the FBI returning to an inquiry of the Hillary Clinton email scandal, Mrs. Clinton is also being haunted by troubling questions about how the Clinton Foundation is being run. For those of you who missed it yesterday, O'Reilly delivered an especially powerful talking points memo on the subject.
Hackers have released new information taken from emails stolen from John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, that show the Clinton Foundation is run more like a business than a charity. This man, Douglas Bann, was a top fundraiser for the foundation, but at the same time, he was running a company called Teneo and booking speeches for Bill Clinton. So Mr. Bann was a very busy guy. Not only did he bring in millions of dollars to the foundation, he set up millions of dollars in speaking fees for Bill Clinton and a hefty income for himself, consulting with some folks who donated money to the foundation. It's a tangled web, but you get the picture. Money went to charity, money went to Bill Clinton, money went to Doug Bann. In addition, Factor has studied the 2014 tax return from the Clinton Foundation, the latest available. According to this document filed with the IRS, millions were spent on non-charitable expenses. In 2014, the Clinton Foundation received $338 million in revenue. Wow. 64% of that money went for charitable purposes. The rest was either saved, spent on administrative expenses, or invested. Including in the expenses are lavish salaries for Clinton pals. Then CEO Eric Braverman received $532,000 in total compensation. Not bad. Bruce Lindsay, almost $400,000. Mark Gunton, $314,000. Maura Paley, $284,000. And Dennis Chang, almost $270,000 in total compensation. In addition, Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton used private jets to fly around on foundation business. That's legal, but rare. Charities usually use scheduled airlines to save money. To be fair, Mr. and Mrs. Clinton are very high-profile people. Secret Service agents are needed, but there's no question the private air travel afforded them an opportunity to do whatever they wanted to do and go wherever they wanted to go. That is a huge advantage for a politician planning to run for president, is it not? Talking Points believes the Clinton Foundation is a joint venture, business, political, and charitable. The Clintons figured out how to accomplish all three things under the foundation banner. It is left to you, the voter, to decide whether that is ethical. One footnote, I run my own charitable foundation named after my parents. I take nothing. No salary, no travel, no expenses. Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton do not take salaries, but they certainly have benefited from the money the foundation has received and the transactions that go back and forth. And that's the memo.
Wow. Now, in addition to the new chapter in the email investigation and the questions about how the Clinton Foundation is operating, the conservative advocacy group Judicial Watch is filing a lawsuit asking the FBI to release records about a meeting between Bill Clinton and Attorney General Loretta Lynch on an airport tarmac over the summer. Joining us now from Washington to weigh in on this cauldron of controversies, Tom Fitton, the president of that group, Judicial Watch. Tom, so the big question, you want to know what took place between Bill Clinton and AG Loretta Lynch in Arizona, on the tarmac, on the airplane. How are you going to get that information?
Well, assuming it wasn't recorded, presumably they went into crisis mode once it became exposed and discussed what went on and how they were going to handle it. And I think that would be illuminating and educational for the American people to know about that meeting that the Attorney General admitted cast a cloud over the criminal investigation of Hillary Clinton, a cloud that I don't think has been lifted, and it certainly isn't helped when they're in cover-up mode over it, and we had to go to federal court to get this basic information. They completely ignored our request.
And I think at one point Bill Clinton said they talked about golf.
Well, you know, I think it would be interesting to see what government documents have that record what was talked about. Did Attorney General Lynch report what was talked about to her colleagues so they could handle the press and media and congressional inquiries? That's what we want to know. Why are they withholding it from us? There's not a lot of documents, I can imagine, It's a cover-up, and that's why we're in federal court. And we're going to ask a federal court to require them to turn this over. All
right, let's talk a little bit about Bill O'Reilly was talking about, Doug Band, the Clinton Foundation, and there was a group called Teneo. It was basically a PR/lobbyist group, but acted as a broker between Bill Clinton and some high-profile, some big-time CEOs and some big corporations. I'm thinking Dow Chemical. $19 million went into the coffers and ended up in Clinton's ledger. And also this group, the Laureate University, a college that paid him somewhere around $17 million to be an honorary chancellor. Your thoughts?
Well, we asked for the document on what Bill Clinton was getting for all that money from that university, that private university. The State Department blacked out what Clinton was getting paid to do. I think I would expand Bill's definition of the racket that was going on to include the State Department, because the foundation donors, folks working with this Doug Band and Bill Clinton, were getting favors from the State Department. So that was part of the system of taking care of these people who are not only doing...
Wait, let's talk
about
that.
The head of Dow Chemical, for instance, was involved in shepherding Clinton over to North Korea on behalf of the United States government to help someone get out of North Korea, supposedly. You've got other companies who were giving money to the foundation, including a corrupt Nigerian billionaire, trying to get special favors from the State Department and getting special consideration via Band and Yuma Abedin. And by the way, Clinton getting this money, Bill, either speaking fees or business deals as a result of the foundation, raises some ethical questions and legal questions about how the foundation was being misused for his personal benefit.
Pay to play.
But Hillary was benefiting indirectly as well. They're married. The money's going to her coffers as well.
Pay to play. I mean, is this the technical definition of an illegal pay to play scheme?
Well, you know, there's the pay to play with the State Department, but when you start using a foundation's donors and a charity as a way to line your own pockets and to use that to promote and gain benefits for you personally and to your business, that's not allowed under the rules.
Okay, and that's an important distinction. A lot of people would say, hey, you know, he was selling his brand, he was selling his speeches and whatnot. But when you bring the State Department in, when you bring the taxpayer-funded State Department in, it changes the rules a little bit. Tom Fitton, I'm going to have to leave it right there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.